Right, number 2 for today. This is about. Remember the when I mentioned, I think it was last night, these council employees who were on £900 a week pension, not earnings, pension, which is obviously considerably more than most people actually earn, myself included. This is from the Thurrock Independent. You can get this on the Thurrock Independent newspaper. Full title is actually Thurrock and South Essex Independent newspaper. And the little loves down at Thurrock, the council officers down there, want themselves a brand new building. Now, the reason I picked up on this is because this is exactly what Huntingdonshire District Council did some years ago. Built themselves a brand new HQ, a new eagle's nest, as it were. And there was actually very little wrong with the old one. So I want to see if we can get anyone local commenting who has a bit of local knowledge. Let's see what's actually wrong with the old Thurrock Council building, shall we? If we can find that out. Because I'll bet it's not very much. Now, I don't know why, because the officers have presumably put forward a plan for this to the councillors who make the decisions. Sort of. To be honest, when I was a councillor, I found that most of the other councillors were pretty useless and just followed the fucking herd, you know. Flock. Don't get a herd of sheep. So then they've presumably put forward a plan, but they've then attended a meeting with the councillors, I think. Yes, the issue was raised again at the meeting with the planning committee's vice chair, Labour. Actually, I think there's bits missing out of this answer from the planning officers. So they then attended this meeting to say that there will also be a new council chamber, meeting rooms, and it would cost more for the existing building to be refurbished than for a new building to be built. Now, I can't quite see that myself somehow. Knocking through a few walls and putting a few chairs in. I don't think that costs as much as building a brand new HQ. Because they're all skint, you know. Constant cries of, oh, we're broke, we can't provide services, we're going to have to cut services. Lucky we can carry on paying ourselves 100 grand, 150 grand a year, though, isn't it? But they're all skint, so now they want a new building because they're broke. So it's basically because a couple of people were off sick, a couple of the councillors were off sick, and one I think had been suspended for something or other. They've got it. It's gone through. But there might be a legal challenge. So that's going to cost more fucking taxpayers' cash now, for Christ's sake. It is understood that Councillor Rouse was not in attendance because his party has suspended him. Over a planning issue, ironically. What a bitch. And if those two had been there, then they probably would have voted against and it wouldn't have gone through. Someone said Labour better have some good reasons for these people not showing up. Well, one of them was suspended. I think that's a pretty good reason. You're not supposed to turn up when you're suspended, by the way, in case you didn't know. The Tories, actually, because I was Tory district councillor, they actually launched an investigation into me, into something I'd said to someone on the email. And it was all fucking storming a fucking, tiara, because he was a bit of a lovey Lib Dem, this bloke. And so obviously I'd taken offence that I'd decided to compose an email to him in the first place, probably. And it came back, nothing was done. I didn't know a thing about it. First I knew about it was when I got this large A4 brown envelope in the post one day. Opened it up, right, there's been an inquiry, has there? No one fucking asked me. They really are. You know. Of course, it's the Tories that have voted it through. Well, yeah. Public money's a private checkbook to these people, isn't it? Jesus Christ. If the two absent Labour councillors had attended the meeting and voted against in this situation of having to appeal, well, it wouldn't have happened because the vote probably wouldn't have gone through. Jesus. Appeals are heard by a planning inspector. It's probably the bloke they've suspended. Oh, wow. 9.78 million development. A confidential interview room. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? Just ask yourself for 1 minute. Why the fuck would the council want a confidential fucking interview room? This fucking smacks of Germany 1937. Jesus. Sections of the building will also be available for hire as event spaces out of business hours. Well, why? Why the fuck do you need that? You're projecting there. You're going to assume that those rooms are going to be booked because you want to earn a bit more of fucking that. Well, it may never fucking happen. Do you know what I mean? A council building it's for fucking pen pushers and paperclip fucking counters. Do you know what I mean? They really are fucking sickening. For fuck's sake. Quite incredible. Anyway, so there you go. Thurrock and South Essex Independent. It's current. It's ongoing. So you should be able to pick that up. Thurrock and South Essex Independent newspaper. They're on Facebook. So, great. Council's wasting more fucking public money because they think they're really fucking important. Like I said, you count fucking paper clips. Get over yourself.